I really didn't understand what this GT package brought to this 2022 Ram 1500. This is going to be a Laramie. I thought this was just another way for Ram to try to sell more cars, but nevertheless, this package actually has some unique features not found on the Night Edition package or the Sport Appearance package, and I'm going to show you guys around today, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you're new to the Ram brand, you obviously know that there's a lot of different packages for these trucks. For example, they have a Chrome Appearance package. They have this GT now, which was added for 2022. They do have a Laramie Southwest Edition, Night Edition, which everyone's pretty much familiar with. And then they have the Sport Appearance package. They're all unique in their own ways, but this one definitely does pack a punch. Now, I'm going to show you guys the window sticker here so you have a better idea of all the features that come in this package. And then I'm going to show you guys around the truck. That way you can see them too in this video.
Special shout out to Oarsman in Bowie, Maryland. They did allow me to do this video on this Ram 1500. They do have a big selection of Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams, so be sure to give them a look up and let them know you saw this video. Now, as far as the truck we're going to review today, here's the window sticker for it. And just take a moment just to look at everything. I'll zoom in for you. So base price for the Laramie is going to be $52,550. And here's just a short listing of the standard equipment. Now, one thing I will mention, this truck does have a lot of options on it, and if you do want the GT package, you would have to pick either the Night Edition or the Sport Edition package. So one or the other has to be selected with the GT package. Now, the truck does have the trailer tow group, and that ivory white is actually $500 versus a $100 surcharge you normally see. And then continuing off up here is the GT package. Now, it doesn't show it on here for some reason, but you do have a exhaust system per se on this truck, so just keep that in mind. This Ram 1500 does have a Laramie Level B equipment group. 5.7 Hemi with the e-torque is $27.95. You can get a 33-gallon tank as an option. Dual pane panoramic sunroof, power running boards, finish off with the 12-inch display, and destination comes in at $17.95 with a total price of $73,800. Now, keep in mind you can get a TRX for about 77 to 78 grand starting price. Lastly, here are the fuel economy numbers for the truck.
Now, starting up front, you pretty much see the same features that you see on the Night Edition package on the grille. And it does have a really nice gloss to it too, with a sparkle. Has a little bit of black accents to the headlights. And these are going to be full LED high and low beam. And then you also have fog lights down below, which are going to be LED. Parking sensors are hidden throughout on the bottom. And this is an ivory white, as you guys saw in the window sticker. It looks really pretty. I wish they added this color to the HD trucks too. I really like the way it looks. It has like a pearl, a true pearl look to it. This does have that performance hood too, with those really nice 22-inch wheels too. They're going to be wrapped in a 285 45 22. And this truck does not have air suspension, but you can get it on this because it's available in the Laramie. It's also available on the Bighorn too. Here's some of your badging. I'll show you guys under the hood in a second. But overall, you guys can pretty much see that this truck does resemble the Laramie Night Edition. Has blacked out mirrors too. And the black emblems. And then this one does have the power deployable steps too. These power deployable steps would be available on the Laramie truck, but they do not come with this package, so just keep that in mind. You do have a smart key system, so you can lock the doors by pushing that button, and you can slide your hands in to the door handle to unlock it. There is a availability for a 33-gallon gas tank. And then this does use regular gasoline too. Looks like it has the wheelhouse liners out back. And the only way you could tell that this is different from the Night Edition is if you see this badge here on the outside. That's the only way. And I actually like the way it looks. Normally I would take off decals, but I think it does make this truck stand out a little bit better. Now, you do have smoked exhaust tips down below. Blacked out emblems follow the back. And I noticed that there's a light under here. And that's going to be for your conventional hitch. with that backup camera. Now this truck does not have a spray and bed on it, but you can get that too. If you do get the GT, it does come standard with a 392 axle too. So just keep that in mind. It comes standard with the 321 if you don't get the GT package. You do have that class 4 receiving hitch below, 4 and 7 pin connector. And take a look at this pretty white in the sun. It looks really good. If you've seen under the hood of any Ram truck, you notice that this is definitely something new. This is a Ram airflow. So this basically is a cold air system for the intake. And you can kind of see where it connects to, just like a hemispherical setup. So I really like this guy. Like, this is something that really sets this package apart from the Night Edition and the Sport Edition, because this actually will help give you a little bit of performance gains, and it's all covered under the factory warranty. But this is going to be a 5.7 liter e-torque, so you can kind of see it right here. It's like a little generator right there, and that goes in place of the alternator. And this is going to be good for 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. It is connected to an 8-speed, which is the 8HP75. This is the same transmission in the HD trucks, guys. So I think this is one of the best transmissions built through ZF. Very reliable, and something you should definitely look forward to if you plan on buying this truck. So the biggest change for the GT is really inside the interior. These seats and most of this interior is basically out of a TRX. And that's a really cool thing about this. That's why I call this a detuned TRX option. $73,000. So if you could get a base TRX for like $76,000, $77,000. So just keep that in mind. But overall, look at the overall appearance. Love the suede insert, soft touch in the right spots, white stitching, or actually it's gray stitching, excuse me. And the same stuff you see on the regular Laramie trucks, like you have the power folding mirrors on both sides. And one thing I like that Ram does, even though it does suck in the summertime, they do give you a black roof. That's something that I do notice that some brands don't do. They'll give you like a lighter roof, although it's more function than looks. It just doesn't look that great. So love the seats too. They have like a little gray accent, and yeah, everything just flows really well. Perforated leather seats, so these are going to be heated and cooled. You do have that tilt, and they do give you GT spelled out on the back of the seat. So really beautiful design. I would have loved to seen them put that suede here too. I thought that would have really finished off the look inside the interior. So let's go ahead and step inside. These steps too are part of that GT package, so just keep that in mind. And really just this overall interior is a part of that GT. Like this console is basically for the GT package. Again, it's basically a detuned TRX. Now, something to keep in mind, the Limited has all leather seats. These are going to be like a mix of leather and vinyl with the suede. And you can see here, you have these big paddle shifters. And if you're not new to Ram, you know that these come a part of that TRX too. And even like the look on the gauges, it has like a mix between the Limited and the TRX 2. This does have the power steps below. And man, they look so good. I would probably see if these would fit my Ram 3500 because I really like the way they look. They really do dress up the interior nicely. A lot has changed with this package, especially like when you look at this here for your four-wheel drive system. Push button start. Let's go ahead and start it up. This has an exhaust. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's definitely louder, so I might have to do a couple revs once it warms up here. But yeah, like I said, this is such a cool truck, guys. Like, man, this is a perfect mix between a TRX and a Laramie Night Edition. If you don't know, this is Uconnect 5. And this is the home screen here, so you can set this up however you like. And they have tabs for just about everything here. Have one for the media, for comfort, navigation, full screen, phone, And you also have a vehicle tab too, power deployable steps with the rear view camera. And you can zoom into your conventional hitch if you're hooking up too. And have a lot of good info up top too, like your temp for the inside of the truck. You can do a dual climate control if you'd like. Let's go back to vehicle, let's go to performance. So you do get performance pages with the GT. That's something that you don't get with the Laramie Night Edition. So again, detuned TRX, that's basically what this is. So this is kind of keep moving along. This does have the Harman Kardon sound system too. I have found that the Alpine is probably a little bit better if you like bass, but the Harman Kardon has a lot better mids and highs. So just keep that in mind if you are kind of going back and forth between those two sound systems. But you have some stitching up top here, and even like the material up here, it looks pretty familiar too. LED lights. You have this screen. It's a little bit warmer today, but that does slide for you. And you have a sunglass holder. You do not have a high definition rear view mirror on this one. That may be available, so just do some research. And then nice storage above and below. So I'll finish like in Velcro too. Now back below the screen, you do have a trailer brake, trailer steering guidance, tow haul mode, traction control, and then your parking sensors. And this does have a place where it does hide the cup holders for you. This does not slide, so just keep that in mind. And like I said, if you do not like the dial that most people complain about, this is your perfect truck. And let's go ahead and take a look inside of here. Nothing's really changed in this storage area, guys, but you do have a USB. I didn't mention, but you do have 4 more up front. I'll show it to you here in a second. Yeah, this doesn't go back that deep either, so but a lot of storage inside of here. Coin holder. And as I've mentioned, there's your USBs. Little small storage, maybe for like a phone. There's no charging station, but that might be available for this truck if you want it. But overall, really good interior design. Like I didn't show this to you, but even around like the speaker surround, it has a really nice accent around it. Look at that, it's really pretty. Same thing goes for like the door handles. Now, I don't know how I missed it, but this is basically like a passive end exhaust system. I'm not sure what that means. You guys can put it in the comment section, but I don't see anything different. I'm pretty sure maybe they made the resonator more free flowing or something, but it definitely does have a nice growl to it. I could instantly tell when I started it up. But to finish off the interior, here's the back. I didn't mention this up front, but you do have these all-weather floor mats that come available with this GT package. But yeah, everything's finished up the same as you saw up front. Everything looks really good. And they have a center console here in the middle for some storage. Tons of USBs. You get heated seats back here. And here's a small tray if you want to create some storage back here too. Just flips down. You can flip it up one more time too. Look how big the space is on the floor here with your seats up, which are 60/40 bench, and you have a flat floor surface. And I almost forgot to mention, these rear seats do recline too. Here's the latch for that. It's not much, but it's more than the competition. All right, so let's just take it for a quick drive around the parking lot. Let's see. Yeah, once the engine's warmed up, it doesn't have that same growl, but when it's cold, I think it's a little bit louder for you. It would be nice if there was a way you could, you know, make the exhaust a little bit louder, like if it had like a valve on it. But I doubt that that's a possibility for this truck. The truck does feel peppy. Wow. Oh yeah, having that 392 intake and probably a little more freer flowing exhaust, it definitely does feel a little stronger for sure. So, oh wow. Yeah, if I had more time, I would drive it today, guys, but man, oh yeah, this is, oh wow. This truck feels strong, guys, wow. Really, really strong. If you were in the market, I would definitely pick one of these up. If you do plan on towing with this truck, these numbers are going to be important to you. So the gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 3,900 pounds. The rear axle rating is going to be 4,100 pounds with a 7,100 pound gross vehicle weight rating. And all in, payload capacity is going to be 1,430 pounds, which is pretty decent actually for this truck and the options like the 22-inch wheels, things like that. But one thing to consider, if you are looking to tow with this truck, I showed you the tires earlier, but these are Pirelli tires. This is like a little bit more performance-oriented tires all season, and it's not an LT tire. So if you are looking to tow with this might be something to consider changing off this truck. I would probably also go with a 20-inch wheel too. But here's the capacity: 2,600 pounds, 50 psi. So this is like an extra load tire most likely, and it's probably not something you want to, you know, use for towing, you know, a 7,000-8,000 pound trailer. So just keep that in mind. But on that note, guys, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon.